In simple terms, resilience in ecosystems is nature's ability to recover and adapt after disturbances, like natural disasters or human activities, while still keeping its essential balance and functions. Bush regenerators work with this resilience by supporting natural recovery processes, helping ecosystems heal and thrive more effectively. Welcome to Killara Park and a story of resilience. The resilience of this ecosystem behind me, the Sydney Turpentine Ironbark Forest, and the resilience of some community members who have persisted in regenerating this area for over 21 years. We're going to have a quick chat with Nancy, Jill and Helen about where they find their motivation to keep going against the odds.
We realised it was part of what is now known as Sydney Turpentine Ironbark Forest, and it was really worth keeping on this ridge top, this little remnant, as an example of what the vegetation used to be like in the area. And it's a bit of a thrill when you come over and you start to realise these seeds of the plants have been in this soil for 100 years. It means that there would be seed in the soil. Despite this long time, the seeds of native plants surviving, that if you give them a chance, they can flourish. It all started in 2002 when local residents, Marjorie and Rolf, told me that there were native plants around the trees, but the rest was mown.
Oh, right.
And so there was potential, there was resilience on the site for the native vegetation to recover. However, first the mowing had to be stopped, and then somebody needed to take the weeds out to allow the native plants to grow.
Over 50 volunteers and over 1,000 hours has been put in over a bit over 21 years.
So the concept with regeneration, when we can, is to work with nature. So
Always.
Where we can recognise resilience, that's where we know that we've got the best chance of letting nature to return to the state that it was in.
Yeah, this forest has had some major setbacks. Back in November 2019 there was a major storm that went through and so many trees were damaged they had to bring in bulldozers to clear away all the debris, and we ended up with a lot of very bare soil.
We've had other problems in the past. There have been times when the rabbits came and they ate a lot of the little seedlings.
One of the biggest problems that we have here has been garden dumping and invasive grasses that are smothering the native plants. So this is a baby tree, this is a small turpentine, and its parent is up above us.
So here we have a Dianella with very pretty flowers, and they go into berries which are quite tasty.
So here we have an example of hedgehog grass, a Carnopogon. It's rough to the touch, very spiky, and it's an example of a plant that has just come up by itself, an example of the resilience that we have in this reserve. Here we have a blueberry ash, the beautiful white flowers. It's in peak flower at the moment. This is the native one, which is white, and the cultivars you see in gardens are the pink ones. But this is what was originally here.
So one of the key messages for me in a place like this is that we can have that balance, where we can have the sports oval, we can have that open space, we can have the park, we can have the dogs, and at the same time, with a little bit of planning and a lot of persistence, we can also have the bushland.
We can, and the bushland's so important for us to understand what was here before. So this Turpentine Ironbark Forest is a tiny remnant, and it contains so much diversity in plants, in animals, everything from the birds to the spiders and all kinds of insects, and the fungi in the soil.
That whole ecosystem is present.
That's right, and we've rescued it in this tiny remnant.
This really is a success story, and it's about the dedication of bush regenerators from the community who've worked so hard over so many years to regenerate an area like this, understanding the ups and downs, both natural and human-caused disturbances, and working with the resilience of the bushland to get a result like this.